Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We are going to vote on the game and talk about the Game Awards today.
Hold on, man.
I can't
feel like
load
we
the Game
skipped a
Awards.
few steps.
Well, we're going to do the Game Awards. So the Game Award nominees came out today. The website is currently down for the Game Awards, so I've picked the next best thing, Variety. They talk about awards stuff all the time, so thankfully they have the Game Awards basically just duped on their website. So thanks, Variety, for that. I got Daniel here. He and I are going to discuss it since we're going to be watching the Game Awards when it comes out in a couple of weeks. It'll be a good stream, and it's going to probably be annoying again. I'm going to order pizza this time. Yeah, so we're going to start off at the bottom and work our way up to Game of the Year. So
Best
I guess
esports events.
I didn't watch any of the. Yeah, there were esports again. I guess Evo. I'll vote for Evo. Screw it. Yeah.
Well, actually, what did they even have at Evo this year?
Let me see. Evo
have,
2023 games lineup. They didn't have Smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had. Here we go. Evo Championship Series. Thank you. They had Street Fighter 6. They had Guilty Gear Strive. They had Mortal Kombat 11. They had Tekken 7. They had King of Fighters 15. They had Melty Blood Type Lumina. They had Dragon Ball Fighters again. And Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. They're still playing Dragon Ball Fighters? Holy shit.
I mean, if anything, it's Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom.
Well, they did that as a throwback, so... And plus, the thing is, the game after that one is bad, so who cares? They're allowed to do that. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is actually, like, a really good game. So I'll take that over Infinite. Yeah. That's good. So yeah, and then... Blast TV Paris Major. What is Blast TV Paris Major? I don't know what that is. Is that, like, CSGO or something? I'm assuming this is CSGO. Yeah, it's CSGO. Yeah, it's CSGO. Alright, so we have League of Legends, CSGO, Evo, Dota, or Valorant. I'm going Evo just because Evo.
Because more than one game.
Yes.
West Esports Coach. We care?
Coach? I don't know who any of these people are. I'm just going to vote for the guy for Counter-Strike. Screw it.
Or you can vote for nobody.
Oh, there's two for Counter-Strike. God. I'll pick Zonic. I've heard good stuff about Zonic. I've heard he's a good coach. So I'll pick this guy. Plus, he has a name I can pronounce instead of XDQZZZ. Like, what the heck is that?
I mean, it sounds like you just pronounced it.
I know, but, like, it's not easy to say. Best esports team. Evo Geniuses in Valorant. Fnatic for Valorant. Gaiman Gladiators for Dota.
One.
Yeah, I'll just vote for CS. Sure, why not?
Right,
Best esports athlete. Faker from League. Zaiwu from CSGO. Demon One from Valorant, Faker. Hydra from COD, yeah, Ruler from League, Imperial Hall from Apex.
Yeah, we just.
I mean, Faker is a Faker's a god. He is a League god. He is insane at how good he is at that game. Well, I don't know how he's good at that game. Best esports game: CS2, Dota 2, League, PUBG Mobile, and Valorant. I'm not giving it to a fucking mobile game. I'm not giving it to a mobile game. That's a mobile game. That's stupid. It's not a real esport.
I do find it hilarious that PUBG Mobile is apparently more popular.
Well, it's apparently massive in, like, Asia. That's why it's here. It's popular in, like, Asia and India.
Apparently, people have phones in Asia.
That's why they made it. They made it for, like, more international markets. Because, like, outside the US and, like, Western Europe, like, mobile is the way to go. Like, why do you think why do you think there's a version of Warzone that's going to phones, you know? Why was there an Apex Legends for phones until it died?
Until it died. Yeah,
it didn't even last a year and they killed it because everyone's like, I just want to play it on my computer, man. Like, it works on the Steam Deck. I'm good. Let's see. Content Creators of the Year: Iron Mouse. People make games: Quackity, Spreen, and Cypher. I don't know who the heck Spreen is, or people make games, but I know who the other three are.
I mean, I'll leave it to you. I would vote Iron Mouse solely on the fact that I don't know who Iron Mouse is. But that's just me.
Yeah. Sure, why not? We'll go, yeah. Cypher, he does Fortnite. Quackity does Minecraft. I don't know who the other two people are. I'm unfamiliar with them. Sorry to anyone who's fans of them. They're just not in my circles, you know. I don't know if they make good content or not. I'm assuming they make good content since they're on this list. I just personally do not know of them. You know, maybe I'll Google them later. It's all good. Just don't be mad if I didn't pick them because I just don't know who they are. There's a lot of content creators out there.
There's a lot of people out there, and we don't know who any of them are.
I'll give you the vote for Iron Mouse instead of I was going to pick Cypher, but I don't want to give it to a Fortnite guy. Cypher seems like a good guy, but I'll give it to Iron Mouse because she's great as hell. Most anticipated game: Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, Tekken 8. What is Star Wars Outlaws? What even is that? I don't even know what that is.
Wasn't that the one that was like the Star Wars, or like you're an out? Well, I mean, clearly you're an outlaw, but like the one where you're going around basically like being
Sit
Han
between
Solo?
Empire, Return to the Jedi, explore planets. Oh,
Why
you just do
Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi?
because they want it to while the Empire, I guess. Is that at the peak? I don't know. Seems like something interesting. I've never heard of it. I've never even heard of it.
Watched the trailer. I remember this.
I do not remember it at all.
It looked kind of interesting, but not very.
Show me a gameplay trailer, I'll check it out. But this is the cinematic trailer, so that doesn't count. You can show me a cinematic trailer and it can look really pretty, and then the game can be bad. So
well, yeah, I'm not denying that.
Also, it's Ubisoft, so I have no faith in Ubisoft.
Ooh, you're right. All right. Well, anyway.
You want to give it to just Final Fantasy?
Wait, hold on a minute. Isn't Tekken 8 out?
I think no. Is it out?
I thought it was out.
No, it's January.
Oh.
Yeah, it's January. Yeah, I thought it was out too. Honestly, now would have been a good time. I don't know why it's launching in January.
I mean, I guess Tekken or Hades for me.
Did you play the first Hades?
What?
Did you play the first Hades or no?
No, but I've considered it, and a lot of people that I know that have played Hades give it high praise.
I've heard good stuff about it too. It's also apparently now coming to mobile on iOS through Netflix.
See that.
Yeah, but it's coming only through Netflix to only iPhones.
I don't understand a single thing about what the hell's going on with that, so I'm just gonna.
Netflix paid them a lot of money. That's what happened with that. Netflix paid them a lot of money.
Yes,
we'll give it to Hades. Yeah, we'll give it to Hades. Best multiplayer presented by Discord. What? Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, and Mario Wonder. Mario Wonder is not a multiplayer game. Like, it has multiplayer, but it's
not a multiplayer game either.
Mario Wonder is like in a few places. I'm not giving it to. I'm not doing that. I'm not giving it to Mario Wonder for multiplayer. That's dumb. I'm not giving it to Diablo because screw Diablo.
Yeah, screw Diablo. Party Animals is meh. Street Fighter, I would say just Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, well, I think Baldur's Gate is nominated up higher for something, so maybe we'll just go Street Fighter.
I mean, I'm still of the opinion just give it to Baldur's Gate.
All right, we'll give it to Baldur's Gate then. Yeah,
Baldur's Gate at least has.
It's a Diablo game, but that's actually good.
Well, yeah, but it's also like got good co-op from what I understand.
Yeah, I've seen some gameplay too. It seems all right. Best sports and racing game.
We're gonna nominate Hot Wheels just because it's hilarious that Hot Wheels.
Yes, I vote Hot Wheels. Why not? So yeah, we've got EA Sports FC or just FIFA. They renamed it because they lost the license. We got F1, Forza, Hot Wheels, and the Crew Motorfest. They still make the Crew games. Okay.
I find it hilarious that they had to rename FIFA because
they didn't want to pay them. They would have the fee they would have had to pay Daniel was $1 billion. FIFA wanted $1 billion. And EA said no.
They should have asked for more with how much EA just defames the sports industry with their shit games.
That is true. Yeah, so we'll vote for Hot Wheels, chat. We're voting for Hot Wheels.
Yes.
Best sim strategy game: Advance Wars, City Skylines 2, Company Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage, and Pikmin 4. City Skylines 2, I hear, has so many issues with like its performance. It's just not very good performance-wise.
Okay, but that just sounds like a City Skylines problem.
It is. It's yeah. Well, it's especially
Fire Emblem
bad
Engage,
this time.
I would say no because I've seen the gameplay, and whilst it's a good, it's not a bad Fire Emblem game, I would not say it's the best sim game. So, Advance Wars 1 and 2, I think also shouldn't. Like, as much as I like
because it's a remake.
Wars, yeah, it's more or less a remake, so they didn't really change anything from what I'm aware of.
Yeah, in my opinion, honestly, I don't think a remake should be able to be nominated for Game of the Year because it's technically it already came out. Unless it's something like, I don't know. I mean, well, they're technically separate games, so that's not a good example. But like, I don't know. I mean, Advance Wars is.
The closest we could get is a remake that's
like Final Fantasy VII, where it's completely different, gameplay-wise.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
If it's different gameplay, but Advance Wars, at the end of the day, is still Advance
Wars.
Wars.
It's like a reboot remake. like the Near Replicant.
Yeah, where it's like they completely change it. Like it's technically
Yeah.
it's just a reboot of the franchise, but it's still like a new game.
Yeah.
So I'm good with that.
Or
Yeah.
it's like the original game, but everything's redone about it.
I mean, they
So
did that with
it-
Advance
it-
Wars, Daniel. They did that with Advance Wars. So you're undermining your
They,
point.
I thought
Yeah.
most of Advance Wars was just they redid all the graphics, but not
They
the,
did that, yeah, I think.
but not the actual story and gameplay.
I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I'll. You want to just go for Pikmin then?
Yeah, I'm voting Pikmin unless you know what Company of Heroes is.
I'm gonna Google it. I think it's another dumb World War II game. Yeah, it's another World War II game. Ugh.
Wait, I seem to remember the trailer for this. Wasn't this the one where it was like
Didn't
it
the
had the weird people in the or like the weirdly diverse group of player or not player but PC characters in the middle of World War II?
Oh yeah, where it's like this makes no sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Pikmin 4.
Pikmin, voting for Pikmin. Also, best family game: Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin, Sonic, and Mario.
I'd say Wonder, Pikmin, or well, which one is Sonic Superstars? Is that the one that just
is that the 2D game or is that the 3D game? I think that's the 2D game.
Yeah, I think it's a 2D one because Frontiers.
Yeah, it's a 2D game. Yeah, it's a 2D game. So it's so that's not too bad. That's a good option. All these are technically good, though I don't want to give money. I don't want to give Disney anything. I've never even heard of Illusion Island. I'm assuming that's just some mobile game.
I thought it was like one of them.
MMO?
No, not MMO. It's like the style of like the Connect series, the ones that's like the movement-based things. But I also don't remember this one coming out, but I remember seeing something about it at some point.
I'm googling this. It's it's a platformer.
Oh no, this one. Yeah, okay, I remember this one.
Oh yeah. It's not a mobile game. It's actually like something of value. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. That looks pretty. I've seen nothing about this game, but I'm assuming it's good at least. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
either it's good or Disney sponsored the stream, so. That looks neat. I don't know.
I'd still say Wonder.
Yeah, let's give it to Mario Wonder. We're gonna give it to Mario Wonder, chat. Best fighting game. God of Rock. I don't know what that is.
I've not heard of the first one. Mortal Kombat 1 I've heard it's
good, but it also is. I've heard it's good, but I've heard that the microtransactions are hell.
I thought it was the graphics that were terrible.
Graphics looked fine for me. What is God of Rock?
I remember it was something about the Switch graphics being awful.
That would make sense.
Heck is this?
This is
like
God of Rock.
Hero?
It's Guitar Hero fighting game.
Oh, that sounds hilarious. Also,
that looks great. That looks that looks goofy. It's been cheap too. So, what is this game? Tell me about it. Wow, look at the requirements. Nothing. Just requires a computer, basically.
Nice.
So so here it's not playing audio, so I'm good. The God of Rock has gathered the universe's greatest musicians to clash for musical supremacy. Bow to the beat by hitting notes and rhythm and unleash harmonic attacks against their opponents. And this competitive rhythm fighting game hybrid. Mixed. 25 reviews. Basically, no one plays this game on Steam.
This does sound really bad. Like,
look at the gameplay.
Just can imagine the latency that you might run into.
Oh, man. Can you imagine latency if you're not on LAN? Jesus.
Yeah.
That latency would be atrocious. But it looks neat. It looks flashy.
Yeah, it certainly looks interesting.
Yeah, I'm specifically not playing the audio chat because I do not want to get struck by whatever music is playing. Because I know for a fact there will be some music playing.
Yeah, anyway, though, Mortal Kombat 1, okay. Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl. Firstly, why did they make a second one instead of just making more
I don't know
DLC?
why they didn't just make more DLC. I do not understand why.
Secondly, I saw
also, it's Game Mill. Game Mill is the one who made the shitty King Kong game.
Oh, God.
And shitty Avatar game.
Well, that explains why it looks like shit. Anyway, yes. I've looked at some gameplay, specifically, like, apparently they have ults, or final smashes now.
Why didn't they have that before?
Well, so the Final Smashes range from looking decent to looking like ass. Like
That makes sense for a game mail game.
Yeah, so like for example, Aang's Final Smash is like the final attack against Ozai, I think.
Oh, nice.
It looks pathetic.
Really?
Yes. Like,
oh man.
It's not like it was much in the show either, if you really think about it, but it looks like right before it fizzles out when Aang loses the Avatar state. It just looks like a line of things, and it's kind of stupid looking.
Great. All right. So, do you want to just give it to Mortal Kombat, or actually Street Fighter is pretty good, right? Street Fighter?
I've seen some good stuff from Street Fighter, so I'd say give it to Street Fighter.
All right, we'll give it Street Fighter, chat. Best RPG. I mean, Baldur's Gate, Final Fantasy 14, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, or Starfield. I mean, should we just not just default to Baldur's Gate at this point?
Yeah, I'm actually of the opinion that Liza P has been pretty good, and
is that the one that's like kind of like a FromSoft one, sort of?
Yeah,
like it's similar to that.
FromSoft, or it's like Soulsborne, but with from what I understand, a Pinocchio theme. So it's like grim dark Pinocchio.
That sounds great, actually.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I haven't seen much gameplay, but that sounds cool.
Yeah. Let's see. 16 is up there too. And 16 I'm a little bit leery about because, like, on the one hand, it's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's best RPG. Sea of Stars is something that's been popping up a little bit more recently, but I haven't seen any gameplay of that one. And Starfield's kind of just
It's Starfield. Here, I've got some gameplay.
I have this on my wish list, I think.
Oh yeah? Well, there's a free demo of it.
Yeah, it had an interesting concept from what I recall, but I don't know if I would say best RPG.
You're going to perform Eclipse Magic to fend off the monstrous creations of the Fleshmancer.
Yeah,
it looks to me, it looks kind of like a, I don't know, it looks like a Chrono Trigger-esque game.
Possibly.
Which, I mean, based off, like, the age of most game developers, I assume at this point is probably makes sense.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them really do like that game that's 30 years old, and they refuse to accept that it's 30 years old.
I mean, hey, we all have nostalgia bait somewhere along the line.
Yeah, no, that looks kind of fun, honestly. It looks like a normal RPG.
Yeah, it looks a very RPG.
Yeah, it's a very old school.
So,
which, nothing wrong with that. That looks good. I like it.
With that said, though, I would still say...
Baldur's Gate?
No, I would still say, like, Liza P, if we're not going just Baldur's Gate on all the things.
Yeah. Oh, it is Grimdark Pinocchio, the hell? I'm just gonna look at some gameplay.
I'm pretty sure the entire thing is called Liza P.
Show me gameplay.
It's like Liza Pinocchio.
Nope, no gameplay. Nope, no audio. Why is it playing? Fuck,
you got a lot of nerve, kid.
Oh, it is very Souls-like. I've heard good stuff about this. It's very positive, 88%.
Yeah, it's very much a good game. If not,
that looks cool. I like it. If anything, at least they made a game that looks like it's pretty good. That doesn't look like it's crap. The problem is it does use Denuvo. Ugh.
Anyway.
Denuvo sucks. That looks cool. I'll vote for that.
Okay.
So yeah, because I don't want to give too much to Baldur's Gate, because it is going to be pretty much the favorite of the night, it looks like.
Well, I mean, it has actually put itself out there.
Oh, I know. Like, it came from a place where people were like, I don't know if it would be successful. And Microsoft was like second-rate game. So, yeah, but no, I'll give it to Liza P. That looks kind of cool. Maybe I'll play it at some point once there's a discount. It looks like it's never gone on sale.
I don't know if it's your type of game. Like I said, it's Soulsborne. We already had enough
I got Bloodborne for free on PlayStation, so we could try that and then see if this works.
I would say we try it once and
we'll try it once. Look, I didn't pay for it. I got it for free. So.
Yes, I know. Try it once. If you like it, sure. If you don't, then don't touch it again because I don't.
Yeah, I've seen that game is difficult. So But yeah, best action adventure game: Alan Wake 2, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and Tears of the Kingdom.
I'll leave this one to you. I don't care about any of these.
Okay, so Alan Wake 2 I've heard is good. I have not played it. I've not played any Alan Wake game. I played a bit of their Control, and I got kind of bored after like a couple hours. Like, I guess maybe I hadn't hit the point yet, but I was like, going somewhere with this? When am I going to get the full crazy powers in the... Oh, I'm not for like several hours. Thanks. Which is annoying. Spider-Man 2, I haven't played it, but it's on our list, chat. It's on our list. Resident Evil 4 is a remake. So... And like, they've remade that game like so many times. Like, it's not like, oh yeah, it's been not remade since like GameCube, PS2 era. Like, they've remade that game on every single generation. They just put that game out again and again and again. Like, if you want, you could legitimately just play like the GameCube version in an emulator and you would get almost exactly the same experience. Like, I don't know why they remade this game again. Jedi Survivor, I played the first one. I don't think I've beaten it yet. Still, I keep just doing other stuff, honestly.
No,
I want to beat it,
Survivor,
but I just...
No, Survivor's
well, not Survivor. Not Survivor. The first one in the series. What was it called?
Oh, God.
I don't know. I forget what it was called, but I played that first one. I like it. It's just... I keep just dipping in and out every couple of, like, months. I don't know. It's a game I definitely play when I'm, like, on the go on a work trip, because I can play it on my Steam Deck when I'm, at the hotel, and it's good for that, but I don't play it that much. Tears of the Kingdom is definitely a really good game. It's excellent. I can see why people enjoy it. I personally did not enjoy the mechanics in it, but I can see why some people would. I mean, there's a whole subreddit about people just making wacky shit in the game, and it's insane.
Well, yeah, so does that really make it a good action-adventure game?
I mean, it is definitely a good action-adventure game. It's just I didn't personally enjoy it. I don't know, like, because I can't vote. It's so hard to vote on this, because, like, I'm already excluding Resident Evil 4, because it's a remake, because they've remade that game, like... Can you Google how many times they've remade that game, please? Can you tell me how many versions there are? Because that's ridiculous. It's been remade every time for 20 years.
Maybe it'll compete with Skyrim.
It already does. But, I haven't played it yet, but I like the first two Spider-Man, and I'm probably gonna like Spider-Man 2, because I like the original two of them. I'll give it to Spider-Man. Let's give it to Spider-Man. Spider-Man is our winner, chat. Best action game. I mean, Armored Core.
Yay, Armored Core! Though, so let's actually give everything a...
So we've got Armored Core 6, Dead Island 2. That finally came out this year. Ghost Runner 2. Hi-Fi Rush, which is a game that people really liked. And Remnant 2. Hi-Fi Rush, I've heard a lot of good stuff about.
Yes,
I've heard a lot of good stuff about
Hi-Fi
Hi-Fi Rush.
A lot of good stuff from Hi-Fi Rush.
It looks very fun.
I would have given it to Armored Core, but if Armored Core wasn't here, I probably would have given it to
Hi-Fi Rush.
I've
yeah,
not
same.
heard anything about the other three, though.
No, Dead Island 2, I mean, that's just another zombie game. Like, I heard, like, they announced... You wanna know when they announced this thing? Like, 2013.
Nice.
Actually, they announced it in 2014. It literally... Oh, yeah, I've seen gameplay of it.
Nice.
I've seen it, yeah. No, I've seen it so many times on, like, YouTubers getting paid to play it, and then that's it.
Nice.
Like, I don't know. It seems like it's kind of fun, but it's dumb. I don't know.
Actually, wait, no. I think I saw one thing of Remnant 2, and I think it was the gameplay trailer that had, like, a bunny girl in it.
Oh, boy.
No,
I'm looking at
like,
gameplay.
What the heck
It pits the
is going
survivors of humanity against new deadly creatures and godlike bosses across terrifying worlds. Play solo or co-op.
Yes, if you also
81%
want to be
mostly
a bunny
positive.
girl while you were doing it.
Do you want to pay $107 for it?
Hell no.
Exactly.
Anyway,
That's kind of... I mean, it's yet another third-person shooter co-op game.
Yeah, it's a Destiny or
It's a Destiny thing.
Warframe
Yeah.
thing.
Man.
And then Ghost Runner, I've not heard anything about.
No, I've not heard anything about Ghost Runner either. I know people like... It's a hardcore FPP slasher. Wait, didn't they make this like a couple years ago? Oh yeah, right. It's sword and fast movement, and that's not a sword. Nice
That's
zoom in
a
on the
good-
end. That's a
that's a
great
good
screenshot.
shot.
Good job, developers. That's a great screenshot.
It just seems like faster Doom.
Yeah. There's a season pass? Seriously? Why? Why is there a season pass? I'm gonna mute this tab. Give me a minute. There. Now I can play the video without accidentally getting me to do stuff. There we go.
Okay, well, I am personally
Never
not super impressed.
Nope. Armored Core.
Core.
Armored Core wins. Best VR game. I don't play VR. I stopped playing VR years ago. Gran Turismo 7 is just VR mode. That does not count. That game is not designed for VR. It just has a VR mode. That game, by default, is just normal Gran Turismo, which is basically PlayStation's Forza. So who cares? Humanity. Never heard of it. Horizon Call of the Mountain. No one talked about it. Like, I don't know. I've not heard about any of these. Except Horizon, and I only know Horizon because Sony beat everyone to death with the marketing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just give it to Horizon. Screw it. Who cares about this one, honestly? VR is just not interesting to me, chat. Like, I just don't care much for VR. It's too much stuff to deal with. Like, you know, it's I could care less. Not for me. Best mobile game. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. Wasn't that canceled?
No, it was First Soldier that was canceled. Ever Crisis is alive, I think. I could
It's
not
a
tell you
mobile
anything
game.
else about it, though.
It's on Google Play. I can
I don't even know
download.
if
Oh, it's
people
Sephiroth's Past. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that 4.1. I don't think other people like it either.
No, it's out of 5, Daniel.
Wait, why is the Dawn in Ever Crisis? What the fuck is going on here?
I don't know.
Ugh. Anyway.
There's co-op battles.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, no, Daniel, this is 4.1 stars out of 5. That means people really like it. Like, it's all on mobile, it's always out of 5.
Matt, I will tell you this right now. If you see anything that's below a 3, it's like either extremely bad or botted to hell.
I know, it was a 4.1 out of 5, Daniel. It was not a 3.
I know, but that's what I'm saying is that 4.1 is usually considered a mid.
Yeah, I guess. We got Honkai Star Rail, which we've been playing a lot, chat.
Hey,
Hello Kitty Island Adventure. They still make Hello Kitty stuff? I honestly keep forgetting about it.
I mean, I heard that the Hello Kitty voice actor retired recently, but that's about it.
Okay. Monster Hunter now. It's Monster Hunter probably on mobile.
No. So what Monster Hunter now is that it's Monster Hunter, but it's Pokemon Go.
Oh. Really?
It's just... Yes, it's just Pokemon Go Monster.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I'm looking at the game. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, okay. See, it's just... Yeah, oh, yeah, it's Niantic.
Terranil.
It's Niantic. Of course, it's...
Of course it is.
Yeah. Hi, Greg. We're gonna give it to Honkai Star Rail. Greg, you're muted, Greg.
Greg's entire existence is silent now.
Oh, okay, yeah. Best debut indie game, we've got Cocoon, Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. I've not heard of these games because I'm not I'm personally not much into the indie scene. Oh yeah, Viewfinder, isn't that the one where it's like you can like change the world's perspective and colors and things?
No, well, yes, but it's perspective by images. So you like put pictures onto the world, and then you can traverse the world through the pictures. That said, I've heard that it doesn't use this mechanic as thoroughly as it could have. Like,
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can hear you now.
So, like, for instance,
Horizon.
I played Manifold Garden, as I've probably said at least once on this channel.
Probably.
And that one takes the perspective usage a lot more, like, readily, I guess, versus Viewfinder, which kind of just seems like camera rotations and copying and stuff. It didn't seem that interesting, ultimately.
It's more of like a demo than like an actual game.
Well, I can't say for certain because I didn't play it and I only watched a little bit of it, but it didn't seem like it was using it as well as it could have. Venba, I've not heard of. Pizza Tower is that game that was on the rage for a good while, which was basically like a ye old platformer type, but with modern day physics and stuff. It seemed fine at the very least.
It's Wario Land. Okay.
But the one thing that really got me about it was just more people, I think, liking the music and the fact that it's a retro-esque game rather than it being a great game. Dredge, if I'm not mistaken, is a game that you are you're like, it's like Eldritch Horror. You're like a fisherman trying to fish up Eldritch Horrors. I've seen a lot of people liking this game at the very least.
I've seen people playing Dredge, and it always just seemed like a pretty normal fishing game until it wasn't.
I'm looking at the gameplay now. Yeah, it looks like it is kind of a fishing game with... So wait, is this basically just... Okay, so I just realized that this is basically... It's like... what's the thing that inspired... Crap, what's the thing that inspired... It's like a mix of... God damn it, what's the thing that inspired DMZ from COD? The one where it's like the extraction shooter. What is it called again? I'm blanking on it. Tarkov. So is it fishing but Tarkov? It looked like fishing but Tarkov. With its it had Tarkov's inventory system.
I don't know.
I don't know. What do you want to give it to? Because I don't know any of these games.
I would say Dredge.
All right, we'll give it to Dredge. Congratulations, Dredge. But same ones, except Pizza Tower is gone. It's been replaced with Dave the Diver.
No, there's also Sea of Stars replacing Venba. I don't know. I've heard Dave the Diver isn't bad either, but
I've heard it's good too. I just don't know. I'm sorry, Chad. I don't play indie games. Like, props to indie developers, but I just don't play your stuff. It's just always usually categories of games that are not particularly my style. I appreciate the art and effort you put in, but it's personally not for me.
I don't know what to put for that either.
Let's give Dave the Diver.
Okay.
Best community support. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk, Destiny, not Destiny. Holy crap, not Destiny.
Why
Final Fantasy 14 and No Man's Sky.
There?
I don't know why Destiny's there. Because they update the game at least? I don't know.
Destiny, high bar that.
Bungie, sacked so many employees recently. Like, they charge you, hundreds of dollars just to play the latest stuff. Yeah, it's a free-to-play game. You have to buy all the expansions. And if there's an expansion you want to play, but it's been vaulted, then you're fucked. You don't have access to that content. It's just vaulted. It's like, hey, you paid $60 for this a couple years ago, but you just couldn't get around to it because of whatever. Well, you want to go play that content finally? Well, you can't. Every event is temporary event content. Not even like Genshin, where it's like an update. There's new, stuff you can get from dungeons. No, even if you get the new stuff from a dungeon in Destiny, you're just fucked if it's vaulted. It's dumb. Not Destiny. Sorry, Bungie, but you are not the same Bungie you were 13 years ago. Cyberpunk, I'm not giving it to Cyberpunk, because, yeah. They basically made the game actually playable. The difference is with No Man's Sky, at least, is it at least, had the bones of a good game, and they've actually improved it, and they're indie.
I want to say, based on where they started, from ratios of starting point to where they are now, Cyberpunk has come further. But
really? I think No Man's Sky has come further, honestly.
In terms of, flat improvement, I think No Man's Sky's done
No Man's Sky has had a complete turnaround. You guys have seen the Internet Historian video, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that really explains to me just that it was not... that they should have had another year of development, and it was really not their fault that they got pushed for that release date. That was very much on Sony. I really feel bad for the devs for bullying them. Yeah, I feel bad for bullying the devs a few years ago and being like, game looks like shit. Now I know, not their fault.
But really, what...
I mean, Baldur's Gate 3, it's just a game that came out really well. I don't know what the community... I know their community stuff on, social media is really good. And this week, and they also figured out a massive thing that'll fix a bunch of performance, including on weaker devices, which helps with, especially with Steam Deck and stuff. So that's good. But that's just called bug fixing. There's a difference between bug fixing and adding completely restructuring your game. I'll give it to No Man's Sky for this.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Bungie. Best ongoing game. Apex Legends, Cyberpunk. That game is not ongoing. That game got its last update. Are you fucking kidding me? That's stupid. Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Genshin. Are we gonna have a Genshin v Fortnite war? God damn it.
I want to see that just for the fallout on the internet.
Yeah, the problem is 44 million people just played the new Fortnite update around the planet. So unless, I guess, every single person from, especially China, votes for Genshin, we're screwed.
I still want to see the conflict to produce this result.
I mean, the Sonic v Genshin war last year was hilarious.
Oh yeah, no, that was glorious.
That was glorious.
As somebody who knows people on both sides of that...
Yeah. As someone who knows how to do both sides, yeah, no, it was hilarious, because it was just... People figured out that it was the Sonic community botting the hell out of it. But yeah, no, that was a very fun war.
It was free entertainment.
It literally was free entertainment, because I just don't give a shit. I think it's funny. But I mean, what do you guys want to vote for? Because other than Cyberpunk, I don't want to include Apex or Cyberpunk. Apex does a really good job at its community stuff and keeps it updates going with good content. But I think I don't know. I want to vote for the latter three. Because Final Fantasy XIV gets big significant updates. Fortnite just completely changes itself every 3 months, and Genshin came out with Fontaine, which is just whole new region, whole new mechanics, everything.
I mean,
Genshin does its Genshin thing.
I'm not personally in a position to appreciate Fortnite properly.
I've played Fortnite. I couldn't get into it because the building, and I just don't feel like playing no build because I'm just into Warzone now. But I can appreciate that Fortnite is actually Epic clearly gives a shit.
From a game design and maintenance standpoint, they're doing good work, but it's hard for me personally to get excited about them.
Yeah, no, I just honestly, I prefer watching Fortnite to playing it. It just looks more fun to watch for me. Yeah. I prefer watching it. But they do good stuff. Epic Games does do good stuff. Tim Sweeney's a bit of a dolt, but otherwise Epic does good stuff. I don't know. You guys would want to just go with Genshin?
I mean, that's what I was kind of expecting.
Do another Hoyo game?
Personal bias, sure.
Personal bias.
Personal bias is the best kind of bias. Games for impact.
As opposed to
what this is about.
It's basically it promotes more a diverse set of creators, more African American creators or creators from other minorities or if someone's transgender.
About this because I just see humans making things.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna. Yeah, how about we just skip the category?
I can't tell the difference between two humans, but I will give a shout out to Terra Nil's pretty darn cool.
Then we're voting for Terra Nil. Congratulations, Terra Nil. You win by default.
So, Terra Nil is basically, it's a reclaiming the Devastator.
Oh, it's reclaiming the Earth. Oh, I see. I don't care about. I don't want to watch streams.
It's.
But you clicked on debut.
It's actually pretty.
I actually didn't.
Pretty darn clever.
That looks pretty. Oh, cool. It tells you about. Oh wow, you really do start from a wasteland.
Yeah.
Whoa! Look at that.
There is a lot of nuance
bad.
to it. Now, it's not necessarily bad because
No. I'm saying in the screenshot, the fire.
No. There are some bits where you have to burn stuff down in order to build up the soil.
Got it. Okay.
So what humans aren't doing currently.
Yes. That looks actually really cool. That looks kind of neat.
I agree.
Back when the demo came out, I was super hyped about this. But then I'll admit most of my capacity for hype got swallowed up by Armored Core. So
yeah, I mean it's hard to compete with Armored Core. Yeah. But this does look like it's a very well made game. This looks
cool. Like the next step that Rubicon needs after Armored Core 6.
Rubicon, just get these guys to rebuild Rubicon. You have a coral forest where it's you look at all the stuff that's around, but that's it. Oh my god. No, that looks really cool. I like this.
This is the Armored Core sequel we need.
Yeah, with penguins.
I mean...
Yeah, but yeah, chat. So that looks pretty cool. How much is this game? It's $25 and it's been as low as 18. Maybe I'll check it out if I want a chill game to play on like on a plane. That looks pretty dope. I like it. All right, 10-0, you win. Innovation and innovation and accessibility. Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter. So these are games that make it easy for people who can't play games as well due to any kind of disability. So like if they have like more vision stuff where they can't see some colors, like they're colorblind, or like they're just hard of hearing or hard of seeing, or their arms and their hands can't, like they don't have good mobility in them, stuff like that. So it's like, what game did the best in helping people who can't ordinarily play games be able to play the game? So this is a category where, like, honestly, all of them should win.
See, I have no idea about the accessibility controls for
the most accessibility control I usually see is the motion blur going off and subtitles on.
See, here's the thing. These are games where I haven't really played them. I've watched people play them, and none of the people I watch use accessibility settings.
Yeah, most people I watch don't use it either. I can appreciate that all the games are doing that, because getting more people to play games is always a good thing. It helps the industry if people are like, hey, I want to be accessible to all people in terms of like controls.
It helps people
really
blow off stress, and sometimes the people who need the accessibility settings are the people who are living in a society that is structured physically to stress them out.
Yes. You want to just give it to Insomniac? You want to just... Because Insomniac does good stuff.
Sure.
I mean, all these games do good stuff, but I know Insomniac especially goes crazy with the accessibility features.
Plus, it's Spider-Man.
Spider-Man!
Yeah, well, speaking of Spider-Man, up here we have Best Performance. We have Ben Starr in Final Fantasy 16, Cameron Monaghan in Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba. Idris Elba's in Cyberpunk? Dope.
That's news to me.
That's dope.
I'm down
Melanie
for
Liebert,
that.
Alan Wake 2, Neo, Newbon, Baldur's Gate 3, and Yuri Lowenthal in Spider-Man 2.
I'm disappointed. Where's the dude that played Walter in fucking...
Where's Walter Handler? Where's Walter's actor? Because he did a great job.
But if
But Yuri Lowenthal is Spider-Man himself, by the way.
Speaking of Walter, funny story. My boss today said, got a job for you, and my brain filled in 621.
Nice. Good job, Greg. Good job.
I think too much about Armored Core.
Both of you do.
Now, if Neil Newbon is the dude I think he is in Baldur's Gate 3, then his actor does extremely good.
I've heard good stuff about him.
Yeah, so I would not be opposed to giving it to him. But I'll leave
But also, there's Idris Elba.
Yeah, Idris Elba is an absolute...
Just like...
charismatic as hell.
Even without knowing who he plays or how he performs,
it's Idris Elba.
Yeah, I'm really tempted to just give it to him.
Yeah.
Yes, hence why I'm saying you guys figure this out. I have no idea. And I have no opinions.
So who does he plays, I guess, whoever this character is.
He plays the main dude.
He plays a character called Solomon Reed, who's a veteran new United States of America agent who is, quote, the only person players can trust to help them fulfill an impossible mission of espionage and survival. I'll say this, Cyberpunk has money that they can afford Idris Elba and Keanu. God damn. You want to give it to the
anime.
Yeah, you want to give it to Neil Newbon? Want to give him some love?
Sure.
Because Idris Elba, I think, has he won an Oscar? Has Idris Elba won an... yep. No, he's been nominated. He has not won an Oscar. That's BAFTA. Where's the actual Oscars? Where's the real Oscar? Where's the Oscars? I don't see the Oscars in here. Where are the Oscars? Because there's SAG and there's the Golden Globes and there's the Emmys, but I don't see the Oscars.
This is a travesty.
That's weird. Why is he not winning
an Oscar?
This man hasn't even been nominated for like that, an Oscar. How the hell has he not been nominated for an Oscar? The man is an absolute legend. Are you kidding me?
Give this man an Oscar.
That is ridiculous. It was nominated for favorite villain in Kids' Choice Awards for Star Trek Beyond.
Well, then.
That's hilarious. The Kids' Choice Awards nominates him, but not the Oscars. Are you kidding me? That's lame. Yeah, let's give it to Neo Nubon. Best
Sure.
audio design: Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man, or Resident Evil. You want to just give it to Hi-Fi Rush? Because I've heard that the audio in that game is fantastic. Oh wait, music's coming up. Music's coming up.
Let's see. Hi-Fi, sure, but I don't know.
Also got
There's just something about
Spider-Man.
Dead Space.
Yeah, Dead Space consistently has.
Dead Space is a
good
remake,
audio
Daniel.
design.
Dead Space is a
But, like,
remake.
Yes, but audio design.
Yeah, it doesn't
That's
like,
fair.
You can't really knock the audio design objectively. You could say, okay, because it's a remake, it's not like original audio design, but it's still fantastic.
All right, chat. We'll break our rule for. We could break our rule for Dead Space. That's an option.
Hell, I don't
Also,
know the rules
Spider-Man-
here, so ha.
I mean, Spider-Man is just more Spider-Man noises, like more crashing. Like, so this is like. I mean,
Every
it's like
Spider-Man
it's
on
without the
Spider-Man.
music. It's without the music and stuff. Look, never mind. We go to Resident Evil 4, which is good. So like, this is more like stuff, not music or characters. This is more like just environmental, I guess.
Environmental sound cues, Foley.
Yeah, anything that's not specifically like from an actor or from like actual music. So it's everything else. We can give it to Dead Space if you guys want. I'm fine giving it to Dead Space.
I vote Dead Space.
All right, Dead Space. Best music: Alan Wake 2 has copywritten material. Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hi-Fi Rush, Zelda.
I would say that
Hmm.
16 sound or score and music is quite good, but it's also like the mass orchestral stuff that I am personally a fan of.
Yeah.
So I don't know that.
Alan Wake 2, I've heard has good stuff, but it also I know it does use some just licensed music, which is probably why it's getting just like the first Alan Wake, it's gonna get probably delisted for music license purposes again.
Oh boy.
I vote Star
Probably.
Rail. Why isn't Star Rail here?
Yeah, where the
Yeah,
fuck is Star Rail?
Yeah, yeah, where's Star Rail?
Yeah, like that game alone, like has some of the most incredible music I've ever heard. Like you don't nominate, like did none of these people play past like, did none of them get to Cocolia at least?
Evidently
Fantilia's
not.
boss music though.
Like Fantilia's music is amazing, but like Cocolia is like holy shit, music.
So
Oh,
that's
no.
when you know
Hoyo's
you're
is
playing a
dope.
Hoyo game.
Are you kidding me, Daniel? Are you kidding me? That's the best song I've heard in a game all year because it got me hyped as shit.
Okay, no. So here's the thing. It's a great hype song. I'll give you that. But if you're listening to it off on its own, it's just kind of.
I've done that. I've done that, and it's great. It's on my phone. Star Rail not being here is a crime.
I'm
agree.
gonna say I'm kind of split between you two guys because Cocolia's it's a good sound, but if
I
you
love
don't have the
Wildfire.
context of what it's supposed to mean, it's
That's
not as
fair.
impactful as a lot of other Hoyo tracks.
Yeah, no, I'll admit that's fair. Yeah, if you're just watching it and you haven't played if you're listening to it but you haven't played the boss fight before, yeah, I can admit that. That's really
But
That's yeah.
it does also tell you in a lot of ways where the music is going for this game.
Yeah.
And
Fantilia's music
they
is
s-
incredible.
Yeah, they settled into their groove.
Yeah,
pretty shortly
once they got to
thereafter.
the Xianzhou, they figured it out. And we're still on the fucking Xianzhou. Baldur's
mean,
Gate
it's-
3, I mean, I've heard good stuff about that.
Yeah.
But I don't know much about the music in that game just because I haven't played Baldur's Gate. Final Fantasy 16, I mean, it's Final Fantasy stuff. Hi-Fi Rush is, its whole thing is music, isn't it?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
had
and then
better
Zelda-
have good music.
Yeah, and then Zelda, I mean, it's just Zelda music, but a lot of it is reused from Breath of the Wild. Like, the original tracks in it are fantastic, but a lot of the stuff is just reused from Breath of the Wild. Like, the base like, the base enemy fight music is pretty much the same. Because, I mean, it's the same world, but, like, legit, even the horse riding music is the same. Like, they didn't even bother to change that. I don't know. Like, I get it. It's the same world, so you want to use the same cues, but like, come on.
Well,
at least when they effectively
worked.
redid like Link's Awakening for the, or not Link's Awakening, but when they did, what's the Zelda game on the Super Nintendo again? Link Between Worlds, or is that the other one? Link to the it's Link to the Past. Yeah, with Link to the Past, when they redid that for Link Between Worlds, they at least like redid a bunch of the music in like a different way. Like it is the same world technically, but at least they redid the music. Let's give it to Hi-Fi Rush. How about that? Because that game revolves entirely around music.
Okay.
All right, Hi-Fi Rush. Congrats.
But then again, so did Bullets per Minute, and I don't know if anybody was talking about that when that came out.
Okay. Best art direction: Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Liza P, Mario Wonder.
Wonder! It's like an acid trip.
It really is an acid trip.
I'm going to say Wonder was incredibly creative.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Given that there's a specific Mario aesthetic that they kind of have
They
to run
finally
with,
broke from the Mario aesthetic of the last 4 2D games.
Yeah.
They finally broke from the DS game.
They figured out how to do that tastefully without like breaking your sense of continuity of this is a Mario game.
Yeah, it still feels like a Mario game, but like the stuff they do with it is wild. So let's give it to Mario Wonder. The art direction Wonder is incredible.
I cannot make a similar argument for anything else on that list.
Yeah. All right. Best narrative: Alan Wake, Baldur's Gate, Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy, or Spider-Man. I have not played Spider-Man yet. I'm going to probably start playing it later. Sure.
No, for real though, like Armored Core has a really good story. It's just not told in the traditional story sense.
It only got one nomination. Sorry, Daniel.
I fucking
only for action game.
You know, I
mean, it's a FromSoft game. They always get downvoted for their story.
Fuck you!
Armored Core is this game had a really, really compelling story, especially once you've gone through all the routes. Start picking up the hard thing about the story is there's a lot of replay that you have to do to get the full picture because you get it through 3 playthroughs plus collectibles plus reading the flavor text.
Yeah, but a lot of people just play it once and they're done.
Yes, and that's a damn shame.
Welcome to Armored Core. Welcome to FromSoft Games.
And I hate everybody for them. Moving on, though.
Narrative, I mean, Spider-Man's on my list. I've heard Phantom Liberty is pretty good. Baldur's Gate, I mean, I've heard nothing but good stuff about Baldur's Gate.
Yes, but
it's so
we've
hard.
been kind of yanking
We've been
on Baldur's
biasing
Gate.
into it. Alan Wake 2 I've heard is good as well, but I've heard the ending is like...
it dropped the ball on the ending. Oh, that's the worst.
No, it doesn't drop the ball, but it just does the thing of come back next time for the continuation. Like, it's a good ending, but it does come back next time, kind of like what the original did.
So it gives you closure, and then it rips it away from you by saying,
I mean,
there's more
it does
eventually.
I mean, it does the Marvel. Apparently, it pretty much just does the Marvel thing. So.
No, it does stingers. Ew.
Yeah, I mean, every game does that. COD did that, so.
Armored Core didn't do that.
Now Armored Core is like, welcome back, 621. And just continued on indefinitely.
Armored Core literally
Armored
just
Core
has
a time loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your next time is next playthrough.
Yeah. Want to give it to Spider-Man again?
I mean,
Or do you want to give a shout out to Cyberpunk? Maybe we should give a shout out to Cyberpunk.
Sure.
I mean, if you want to give a shout out to
you
Cyberpunk,
guys do what you want.
I would have done 16.
You guys do
we can
what
do 16
want.
then.
I don't care what's on the list.
I'm actually.
Armored Core.
I vote Armored Core 2 in my heart.
All right, well then, here, let's give it to 16 because I did like where 16's story was going when it was the when we did the demo. That demo was fun.
Right, that reminds me. If we ever do 16, you have to have a censor ready because apparently there's like hard nudity on shit.
Great.
So just a word of warning for the future.
Why?
Well, I mean, like, nothing is shown, but there's definitely naked bodies shown without clothing and in full display at least one point.
Chat, you may want to just have a sheet of paper you can cover your screen with, just in case we miss something.
I agree.
Yeah. Chat, just have a big... Chat, just have a poster board that's just all black. Like when you would make it in elementary school for a poster, just get a big black poster board and hold it over your monitor or your phone. Just lock your phone screen and you'll be good to go. just listen to the audio. Just listen to the audio and that's it. Just make sure you listen to the audio with headphones.
Just enjoy the stream with the theater of the mind.
Yeah, listen to the audio, but don't I don't know, if you want to listen to the audio, just go full nuts and just blast the audio full volume in Times Square. Go nuts.
Literally.
Just walk into Times Square and go look. Yeah, so best adaptation: Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, Last of Us, Mario movie, or Twisted Metal. We've seen 2 out of these. I didn't see Gran Turismo. I heard it was fine. Castlevania, we liked the first 2. We thought the first 2 seasons were fine of the original show. This is the new one. And Twisted Metal, I've actually heard is okay, but not much. I'm gonna give it to Last of Us by default. I mean, that was just.
Wait, what about the movie? Didn't you like the?
Yeah, I didn't like the Mario movie as much as I did Last of Us.
I did not like The Last of Us, so I'm gonna say the Mario Bros. Movie. I had one episode of The Last of Us that I really liked.
Episode 3?
And it was literally the 2 blokes who aren't there for the entire rest of the show.
Alright, well, I would vote for Last of Us, but I guess we'll go for Mario then. Mario movie is good.
I'm going to be blatantly unhelpful and vote Gran Turismo.
No, we're voting for Mario then. Daniel, the Mario movie is going to Netflix. Now we'll have a way to watch it, so we're good.
Oh no.
Yeah, we are dragging you through that.
We are going to drag you through it. Yeah, you didn't come with us to the theater.
I can't escape.
Yeah, you didn't come to the theater with us, you bastard. So you're going to watch it on Discord. Now you really can't escape.
Well, I mean, wasn't he doing your Kirby boss run? He
was doing Kirby boss run.
No, I was doing Fire Emblem farming.
Yeah, he was Fire Emblem farming. Oh yeah. Best game. Yeah, that was very helpful. It got me Lysithia to be Nuke Zethia. And then we got D's nuts afterwards. Thanks, Mr. Beast, for that one.
Yep. Good stuff.
It's okay.
Best game direction. What does that even mean?
Like best
the game picked a direction and committed to it.
Like in terms of like narrative, story, how the characters were in general, like just overall, how was the game? Which is stupid because it's the same thing as like game of the year. I can go for that. Between
Baldur's Gate or Spider-Man, I would assume.
What
Wonder
does
is
best
good, but
game direction mean? Here we go.
It's hard
it is given to the group who are responsible for driving and. It's basically for people who won the. Okay, yeah. Here, thanks, ChatGPT. Basically, how cohesive was the game in general?
Wonder was not a cohesive game at all. It was like
That's kind of the point.
That's the point.
And Tears of the Kingdom is literally not a cohesive game because you need to stick adhesive to it to make it work properly.
Duct tape of the kingdom.
I mean, there's duct tape in Zelda. That sounds like a thing I'd see on a different website.
Moving on.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Not gonna dig into Matt's brain cell there.
Welcome to my brain. Crap. I don't know where to go. I'm trying to. These are all hard.
Executive decision, Baldur's Gate.
Sure, why not? Baldur's Gate. Daniel?
I'm not opposed.
I already made an executive decision. You don't get.
Well, now we have Game of the Year now. So final one, chat. Final one. These are our nominees for Best Game of the Year: Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Mario Wonder, or Zelda. My vote is 100% for Mario. Honestly.
I'm noticing that whilst we don't have a Last of Us situation, we have basically seen Baldur's Gate, Spider-Man, or Baldur's Gate, Spider-Man, and Alan Wake on far too many.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 for Baldur's Gate. Spider-Man. I can spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 for Spider-Man. And then what is the other one, Mario?
No, Alan Wake.
Alan Wake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 for Alan Wake. They're all like about 7 to 8, so they're all like 7 to 8 with 1 Armored Core.
Armored Core deserved better than this.
I don't know why Armored Core didn't get it for like music. The music in that game's good too.
I think another thing about Armored Core is I think for whatever bizarre reason, the fan base is just smaller for that franchise, so it didn't get as much attention.
Yeah, but it did sell 2 million copies, so it actually is very successful.
Yay, make more Armored Core, please!
Armored Core.
And we're all gonna go to the bathroom.
Alright, so we're gonna pick Mario then?
Yeah.
Alright, chat, our game of the year is now Super Mario Bros. Wonder. That is our pick for game of the year. I think this is a good list. I think this is a very good list. This year's a good year for gaming. Not a good year for game developers, but a good year for gaming. Like, there's a lot of good games. There's a lot of shit. Like Gollum and
no,
King
Golem
Kong.
is a masterpiece.
Then why is yeah? I nominate Gollum actually. Gollum should be nominated for like the equivalent, the gaming
Golem
award
of the
equivalent of a
year.
Razzie. No, it should be nominated for the equivalent of a Razzie. Are there Razzies for video games? There needs to be Razzies for video games.
No,
But instead of like a full-on big production, all this money and the celebrities and the sponsorship, you just need to get just like some guy that doesn't even play video games to be like, is this shit? Like he just reads out like, Gollum? Oh yeah, what is a Gollum? I don't know what a Gollum is. I'm just some old guy. Like, just get that. That'd be great.
No, I
To get some
figured
dude
it
who has
out.
no clue what the fuck he's talking about.
I figured it out. Golem is deserving of the Studio Darwin Award.
Studio Darwin.
The Game Studio Darwin Award.
It sold 2.8 million copies, yeah. Okay, so Armored Core probably at this point sold, what, 3 million copies at this point, I'm guessing?
Oh, I hope it's more
They'll
than
probably
that.
announce... No, it was 2.8 million in like August, or like in September. So we'll see in the next earnings from Bandai Namco about how it is doing. So we'll see that in January, the sales numbers.
Also, holy heck. Armored Core says I've spent 82 hours in it, and that's only the amount of time counted from when I've had Steam working, which is about a quarter of the amount of time I played
Jesus Christ, Greg. Yeah, chat. Greg has played a lot of Armored Core, but yeah. So those are our picks for Game of the Year, chat. What do you think, Greg? Good year for games?
the game. Yes, good year for Armored Core.
I mean, what's the first Armored Core in a long time?
Yeah,
I'm kinda,
like,
yeah.
when was Verdict Day? 2013?
RPCS3. Nice. Armored Core Verdict Day is 2013, yeah, so it was like almost 10 years to the day. It's the 15th installment? Jesus.
Yeah, because they have the main title, Armored Core 2, Armored Core 3, and then they have like expansion and spin-off type games.
Hello, yes, I see Vertigo.
Hi.
What's the question?
So
He was
we
wondering
were
when the last
just
time there was a
checking
game.
How long it was.
Armored Core is 2.8 million
2014
copies.
to 15.
13. It was 2013.
Oh boy.
So 10 years.
10 years.
It's been 10 years. No. It's really funny too because like between this and Madoka movie 4, like it's been 10 years more or less for both franchises that I absolutely love to death.
Yeah, Chad, you haven't watched Madoka Magica. Do it. Make it to the 3rd episode at least. Trust me.
Preferably
really
make it
good.
to the 12th episode and then watch Rebellion.
Yeah, just do that. But like, if you're watching the show in the first 2 and you're like, I don't know, man, go to the 3rd. Go to the 3rd.
Maybe skip Magia Record unless you're a complete lore nerd.
Yeah, listen to these guys' recommendations, Chad. I'm telling you, at least the show is good and the movie's good. But yeah, no, chat. Daniel, would you agree that it's been a good year for games, just not a good year for game developers?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up here, chat. Thank you for listening to us ramble for an hour about the Game Awards, and we'll see you later. See you at the Game Awards. When they happen on I believe December 7th.
See you at the Armored Core Awards.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see you on December 7th, chat. We'll see you December 7th. Have a good night.